Welcome to Healing Talks with Kingdom Docs.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hussein Musa.
I'm Dr. Adetoun Musa.
I'm a board certified anesthesiologist, pain doctor, and addictionologist.
I am a board certified seizure specialist and neurologist.
So, we've been talking about more than medicine. We're looking at different pathways to healing. As physicians, we've all went to medical school, we've had years of training and residency, and then years of real world patient experience. And we rely on our body of knowledge from personal experience and also evidence based medicine, which is really the compiled knowledge of all the physicians before us, active physicians, researchers, and compiling everything that we know to work or we think that works.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting, even though we practice evidence based medicine, the practice of medicine is always evolving, meaning that the evidence that we collect can change how we actually treat patients.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we get newer evidence, it can help us look at the older evidence and say, maybe that wasn't the best decision.
Yeah, for sure. So it's something that is continually, adapting and evolving, what we call evidence-based medicine. That's why doctors are always reading and they're always staying recertified. Our education never ends. In the last episode, we had discussed two different scenarios, right, where a person comes in with headache, and we use our, vast fund of knowledge, our research knowledge, the evidence-based medicine, to come up with a treatment plan. This treatment plan includes testing and scans. Scenario A, the patient gets the scan, and unfortunately, we find something wrong. We see a brain tumor. Very unlikely, but something that can happen. Scenario B, absolutely nothing. All the tests are normal. And so how do we use the holistic approach for each of these patients?
That's a good question. And a lot of times I will see patients who have headaches and all their tests are negative. And I tell them, you came to me and you didn't read the textbook. So now what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And we get a little laugh, but when you have a headache, not too many things are funny. You want your pain relieved.
Absolutely.
You want to feel better.
Yeah.
So holistically, if we rule out everything that we know traditionally, we need to look at what else can cause it. And we know that our mind is powerful. Different stressors, anxiety, depression, issues that we haven't dealt with, we know medically it can actually come up as an actual physical illness. It can have physical symptoms. But that being said, if you don't address this root cause, you're not really going to treat your headache. You can keep giving them headache medications, migraine medications, but if the problem isn't organic, if it's more spiritual, more mental, more uncovering something deeper, all the medication in the world is not going to cure that headache.
Yeah, so this is for the scenario B patient who likely we just can't find anything wrong. Maybe this is a second or third opinion and they're still having headaches. So it's important to treat the patient as a whole and also treat the patient prayerfully.
Yes.
Really relying on the Holy Spirit and God knows everything, and help, relying on that help to figure out what the root issue is.
And that's why at our practice, Kingdom Healing Institute, we're able to spend that time to delve deeper, look at the spiritual roots. We can have the time to look at your history, look at you, to see everything that hasn't worked, try to figure out why it hasn't worked, and then try something different, something that you probably have never experienced before. And I think it's wonderful when you have believers, people of faith, praying for you. There's many times in the Bible that Christ could not perform miracles. He couldn't do things because there wasn't enough faith. And I believe including faith in your healing, including faith in your treatment plan, it can only help.
This applies to all patients with all medical problems, not just headache, not just negative tests. There's nothing impossible for God.
Well, that's all the time we have today.
Thank you so much. Visit us at kingdomdocs.com.
God bless.
Bye-bye.